Welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 250,000 subscribers. So if you like what you hear, raw and unfiltered as it is, hit the subscribe button. But more importantly, share with a friend because there's so much to talk about. Now, I want to go back and talk about Pete Hegseth, right? The guy cannot get out of the news for obvious reasons. He's still fighting and fighting hard to be accepted by the Republicans for, of course, this nomination. Now, Lindsey Graham has gone back and forth. I mean, it's typical Lindsey Graham, right? Back and forth on how he feels. But based upon this photo, they seem to be getting along just fine at the moment. I mean, sitting there smiling as if nothing is going on wrong. There's a lot that's going on right now, including the fact that Hegseth does not have enough votes by the Republican Party within which to be nominated, which puts Trump in a complete problematic scenario. Now, I want to go on to say that Hegseth, in order to continue to try to build up a coalition to ensure the nomination, goes on Hannity to discuss the allegations, all right? And here is what he said when Hannity suggested that he was fully exonerated. We're not sure how this even comes up. He's fully exonerated? Really? Play the clip.
That top spot.
The media mob doing what they predictably do. You had a consensual relationship. It was investigated. You were fully exonerated. And correct me if I'm wrong here, wasn't there videotape evidence that was largely responsible for exonerating you?
I mean, in addition to personal witnesses and all of that, it was fully investigated at the time years ago, and I was completely cleared. And that's why, Sean, you know what I look forward to? I look forward to the FBI background check. I look forward to the actual under oath conversations with senators as we go through the process, because, again, this is what the left does, Sean. It's the anatomy of a smear. They take something and then they add anonymous sources and contortions and flat out lies. And then they try to try you in the media before you can even get into the doors with senators. And this is where
Okay. First and foremost, it's not an anonymous source. It's the woman with whom he has an NDA that he will not release the NDA on. And exoneration takes place after a conviction. There was no lawsuit. There was a non-disclosure agreement signed between the two parties. There is no exoneration. So I like how he and Hannity are throwing around words that are completely non-related to this specific issue at hand. All right. Then Hegseth goes on to claim that he never said, because it's not just about the women. It's not just about the drinking. It's about his complete and total disrespect to women. Remember when Pete Hegseth claimed that women should not be allowed in the military, but he goes on here to claim that he never said that women shouldn't be allowed in the military. He basically is following, and it's not going to work for him. It may work for Trump, but it's not working for him, where he's lying to the American people, pretending like he didn't say it. Play the clip.
Means a lot. And I also want an opportunity here to clarify comments that have been misconstrued that I somehow don't support women in the military. Some of our greatest warriors, our best warriors out there are women who serve, raise their right hand to defend this country and love our nation, want to defend that flag, and they do it every single day around the globe. So I'm not.
Yeah, I agree with you. There are some women in the military who are exceptional. All right, there are men who are exceptional, but there are women who are exceptional as well. And here he's going on and he's trying to whitewash what he said as he sat there all pompous and shit with his legs crossed during the middle of an interview. By the way, he'll only do this type of an interview on Fox, friendly Fox, where he knows that he's not going to get pushback. But nope, not here on the Michael Cohen Show, where facts matter. And this bullshit lying that's going on, blaming everything on the radical left. It's not the radical left that he's concerned about. It's about Republican senators that will not vote for him. You know what I'm saying? I want to show you the clip. Since facts do matter here, I want to show you the clip of him in the past saying that women should not be in combat, that they shouldn't have combat roles in the military. Really? Hey, Pete, watch this. Play the clip.
I'm straight up just saying we should not have women in combat roles. It hasn't made us more effective, hasn't made us more lethal, has made fighting more complicated. We've all served with women, and they're great. It just, our institutions don't have to incentivize that in places where not traditionally, over human history, men in those positions are more capable.
Yeah. But you didn't say that, did you? If you would like, Pete, I'm more than happy to take that clip, maybe put it on a thumb drive and send it to you so that you could play it over and over and over again and see how we, the stupid people, how we misconstrued what you were saying there. Right? That's what I thought. Now, I want to turn around and I want to show you, for example, Senator Joni Ernst, because shockingly, she seems to be more optimistic about Hegseth's nomination. Play the clip.
You said supporting the process. It doesn't sound like you're a yes yet. Is that fair?
I'm supporting the process.
Are you confident with denials about those assault allegations? Do you believe those denials?
I'll refer you back to this statement.
Is pressure getting back home and primary politics playing into this?
We have been talking these same issues every meeting that we've had, and he had really thoughtful answers.
That's a prime example of not doing your job. All right? That's just a prime example. I can't believe somebody will turn around and say, it's one thing you want to say, I would like to ask him a series of questions. No, she's already all in on Pete Hegseth, and not because she thinks Pete Hegseth is the right guy for the job, but simply because the leader of her party has said so. Plain and simple. Now, I want to show you Senator Roger Marshall. He's going on and he's doing the same thing, claiming he loves Pete. Who doesn't? Play the clip.
How will you vote, should it come to a vote?
Look, Pete has my full-throated support. I think that what I love about Pete, first of all, is his heart, that he has a heart for war fighters, and he's more focused on those enlisted soldiers than he is on this industrial military complex of Washington, D.C. John, someone from every generation of my family has served in the military since the Civil War, and that's important to me that he has the backs of those war fighters. And then I love his charisma. I love his ability to communicate. He'll be a transformational figure that'll support President Trump's goals of making America great again, making America safe again. He's going to do an incredible job.
So what about the...
Right. He's going to support Trump's policy on making America great again, making America safe again. Let me start by saying two things about this coward. First and foremost, you don't have to agree with somebody 12 out of 12 times. You've heard me say this before, but I think it's worth repeating. One of the greatest mayors of all time, Ed Koch, here in New York, used to say, if you agree with me 6 out of 12 times, you should vote for me. If you agree with me 12 out of 12 times, you should see a psychiatrist. Well, Senator Marshall, you should see a psychiatrist. All right? Because if they would turn around and have a full-length interview, if I had you on my Mea Culpa podcast, I assure you, I would be asking you very specific questions about what is it that makes you love Pete? Now, I don't mind if you tell me that he served 2 tours and so on, and for that, I give him a lot of credit. Me too. Anybody that puts on the uniform, you have my respect. But I would like to ask him some specific questions about his capabilities of running a $900 billion program, an institution in and of itself that affects each and every one of us. It affects our safety and the security of this country. But here's Senator Marshall going on and continuing, claiming that Pete Hegseth is a man of integrity, something that Hegseth's own mom, his own mama, she turned around and said is not true. had a lot to say about it, despite the fact she tried to, to claw that shit back. But that letter that she wrote completely contradicts what Senator Marshall is saying. And who knows Pete Hegseth better, Senator Marshall or his mama she? Play the clip.
He's going to do an incredible job.
So what about the concerns of things that happened in the past regarding him?
Yeah, look, I think that Pete is a good man. He is a man of integrity now. He absolutely has my support. I think that these anonymous character assassinations by the media are way overreported.
But some of them weren't anonymous.
Well, the ones that I've seen are anonymous. We need to have specifics be behind them as well. But I'm here to talk about what a good Secretary of Defense he's going to be. The people elected President Trump for transformational changes. Pete is going to get rid of the DEI business going on in the military. He's going to reward people for their merits so that our warfighters out there aren't afraid who's standing beside them when the bullets are pouring down.
Again, what a great rationalization, Senator. You should be embarrassed for yourself. First of all, I know that you got the talking points memo. I remember when they used to come out when I was involved in the Trump administration or even the campaign as an outsider, as a surrogate. I remember receiving all of those memos, the ones that tell you use certain words like the anonymous, right? The unverified allegations. Just keep using these over and over again. All I would turn around and say, if Pete Hegseth actually wants to be nominated as Secretary of the Department of Defense, release the NDA. Let's hear what the anonymous source has to say live on television. All right? This is the problem. They're bullshitting and expecting us to buy it. We've already gone through this once before, right? Let's not do it again. And as always, thanks for listening. Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.